is designed with your life in mind. Finish your degree, start a new one, on your time, your degree, your schedule. No excuses, just opportunity. Visit suno.edu and make your next move today.
There's a Jewish saying that if you save one life, you save the world. And in the New Testament, Jesus said, whatever you do for the least of these, my brethren, you do for me. Whatever your religious or ethical beliefs, let's all come together to help house the homeless this winter. High rents and federal budget cuts are causing more of our neighbors to fall into homelessness. Your donation for rent assistance and the basics to furnish apartments makes a big difference. Please help the most vulnerable by giving to the nonprofit Unity of Greater New Orleans at unitygno.org. That's unitygno.org.
Transform your bathroom with the beautiful quality of Bath Planet. As a trusted leader in bathroom renovation, Bath Planet has earned the Good Housekeeping Seal, a symbol of quality and consumer confidence for over 100 years. Get half off installation or 18 months with no interest and no payments. Whether it's tub replacement, a shower replacement, or a tub-to-shower conversion, Bath Planet makes your custom bath fast, easy, and affordable. Here's how it works. 1. Call to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. 2. Our design experts come to you with real samples to customize your dream bath. 3. Our certified installers complete the transformation in as little as 1 day. And right now, for a limited time, you can upgrade your bathroom for 50% off installation or choose 18 months with no interest and no payments. But you need to call now. This special offer is only available by calling 800-981-8177. That's 800-981-8177. Call 800-981-8177 right now before the offer ends.
Happy holidays, everybody. This is Graylin Brian Banks of the world's largest front porch, wishing each and every one of you a very joyous holiday season. Stay safe and practice random acts of kindness. Peace.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM.
Yo, turn it up. It's Gerod on the air, spitting truth in the booth. We ain't going nowhere. New Orleans City got us hard in the beat, but corruption creeping in, gotta take back the street. But corruption creeping in, gotta take back the street. From the French Quarter vibes to the Ninth Ward grind. He's the voice of the people, yo, he's one of a kind. Talking about the struggle, the hustle, the pain. But with each word he drops, he's bringing power to the game.
You didn't want me to play it.
I sure did not.
I said you're going to get it.
I was trying to save you today.
The way you harassed me about this song, I said you are going to hear it today.
I was trying to save you today so you would be sitting up there with your lips all
No, I'm
fucked up.
looking at you waiting like, why you ad-libbing? You didn't want to hear it. No,
I was actually
I'm going to
trying
make
get
you
into
listen
the show.
to it.
Either way, I'm glad you played it. Because guess what? I really wanted you to play it.
Uh-huh.
I just didn't tell you that I wanted you to play it. Because I knew you were going to say,
reverse mind,
Martian
mind meld. So I said almost cussed.
What's happening? What's going on with you?
You, bro.
How was your weekend?
It was good, man. Gig Friday.
Yeah,
Gig Saturday night,
man.
It was fun.
What you did?
Boy, we DJ'd at the Blue Crab Friday evening with
That's out on Lakefront, right?
Yeah, the Lakefront. When
under the bottom?
Yeah, with
y'all
Terry
be throwing
Dugas
down
and her
under there.
band, the Fortress Band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Guitar Slim came out there, and man, it wasn't a whole lot of people because it was cold as hell.
Did you say Guitar Slim?
Guitar Slim.
You lying?
Guitar Slim Jr.
Oh, Junior.
Yeah.
Okay, I get ready to say Guitar Slim.
Because the way you got that look is like, let me clarify that.
Yeah.
Guitar
you need to
Slim
clarify
Jr.
That. Yeah, okay, that was Junior.
Yeah, well, it was a small crowd, but man, it was rolling. And then Saturday night, I DJ'd the Boom Boom Room that I do every month on the third Saturday. It was a lot of fun doing karaoke and stuff. Huh?
Give it some money.
Yeah, gotta make that money.
That's all right.
Got a gig tomorrow night too.
What did I do this weekend? Went to church Sunday, of course. I do my church's live broadcast.
Yeah.
For their Facebook stuff, so I did that on Sunday morning. Yesterday, I spent most of the day with Roberta Brown, because that's like my mama.
You guys went to Shoney's?
No, we got a new place. Oh, you way behind the time. We go out to the Kenner to go out there to Golden Corral.
Oh, okay. Oh, Lord.
I love Golden Corral. A lot of people be like, I ain't going out there.
I wasn't impressed with it the last time I went.
Man, boy, what's wrong with you?
I used to love Ryan's.
I think they're better than Ryan's. Ryan's was on the West Bank anyway.
They don't have it anymore.
Mm-mm.
Ryan's is no mas.
Now I could eat now. Don't get me wrong. But if I had to compare, let me put mine in perspective.
Going there, stash them damn buns in your pockets and stuff.
You know what?
That bread, boy.
Put them steaks in your purse. That's what a lot of it. And the chicken. Mm-hmm.
Go in there with extra baggage.
Go in there with some Ziploc bags.
Yup. Filling them up.
Tell me somebody that don't do it.
Oh, wait. Oh, he's a big one. You keep a camera on him. He going to fill a pocket.
But you know what I used to love better than all of them? Morrison's.
Oh, bro, Morrison's was the.
I love Morrison's.
That was the Albee of Albees.
If I had to put them all in perspective, I think my favorite one was Morrison's.
Yeah, Morrison's.
My next one was with Piccadilly.
Nah, my next one was Sizzler.
I didn't.
Oh,
get that.
I used to love that buffet at Sizzler.
I didn't really go there, so I couldn't judge.
Now this one was before your time.
Yeah,
because it was Morrison's and A&G Cafeteria.
What was
That was before your time. That's now A&G, where Piccadilly used to be over here on Carrollton.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be A&G. Boy, that A&G, man, that was that nerve. Piccadilly was the newcomer.
Yeah, that was before my time.
Yeah.
So my favorite was, I used to love Morrison's. I used to go to Morrison's at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Well, we used to go to Morrison's so much that we had our own personal waiter. My mama knew him by name, and he made sure he waited
That's how
on
I was
us.
at Piccadilly. Me and my daughter. Yeah, we used to go there every week too. When I picked her up from school, and it's on the West Bank. So since she was right there on the West Bank off of Wall Boulevard, we would come down Wall Boulevard and go directly to Piccadilly because it was on the way. And used to love some Piccadilly. They knew me by heart, and my daughter, because she was just in I think 4th or 5th grade. Mm-hmm. Then after Piccadilly, let me see. On Sunday mornings, we'd always go to eat breakfast on the West Bank. And then the next one was Golden Corral. And I think it's affordable. That's what I'd be looking for, affordable. Because I got a little throwed off. Because someone told me, they was like, man, you need to go eat brunch or breakfast over at Copeland's. I was like, what? Have y'all had the lunch or brunch over at Copeland's on the weekend? So I said I hadn't been. So they were like, man, it's affordable now and da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I went in, and of course the hostess was over there. She was trying to get you to sign up for the Lanyap Club because that give you points and, some discounts and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, cool. So I signed up for that. And they were like, get your food. And you saw all the folks on Sunday morning coming from church over there, the wannabes and the bees. The wannabes is the one that, they want to be in. And, of course, the bees are the ones that are there. So you go and you say hey to everybody on Sunday morning at Copeland's. And then they were like, it's affordable. It's not a Copeland's real bill. It's an affordable bill. And I was like, okay, cool. And then when you get that bill, you was like, well, what's affordable about that? It's Copeland's. So, and the breakfast was pretty good. You end up going into the room, and they have everything out for you. Of course, they got the servers and things, but you get to pick it's almost like a buffet style, but it's not just the buffet. And you also have the waiters and the waitresses that are helping you out, and of course with drinks and all the other stuff. But to me, it's a little expensive. I'm just saying, it's a little bit more expensive than what you would think for a brunch. Now, one I got to try out, and I know he mad at me, but I know he listened too. I got to try out my boy Barry Wright because they're telling me that, he told me, not they tell me, but he told me himself that they're doing brunch now over at the Vault Nola on the West Bank. And their brunch is very nice. And of course, you see the video from folks that are there, and they do the line dancing and everybody dancing. And of course, they're doing the brunch. So they're doing the brunch now. And from what I understand, I had to ask him is that they've been sold out because they got everybody going over to the Vault now for brunch. I know their chefs are very good. The chefs have been with them from the start. And they do the waffles and, of course, they're going to do the different meats and the brisket and all of that right there in front of you. All your omelets, the chef does it right there in front of you. So while he's doing the eggs, you tell him what you want. And he puts it in, folds it over, makes sure it's done, puts it on your plate, piping hot. So they do all of that. Plus they got the dessert room where they got all the fruits, the cakes, the pies, and then, of course, the main menu. Oh, my goodness. So if you haven't been over there, you need to go over there, too. I would tell you, and they take care of you. And of course, they got a full bar, a full bar, so you can get your non-alcoholic beverages, teas, and soft drinks and all of that. Plus, you can get your mimosas, I think, now for brunch. I got to call Barry, ask him, do you have to make a reservation for that? Because I know at one point in time for dinner on Sunday, because they were doing it at 1 and 4 o'clock when they first started, because each time it was sold out. It was sold out. So I don't know how they're working it with brunch now, but I do understand that they are packed on their Saturdays and their Sundays. But you need to go and check it out for yourself. Call them. Go online and go to thevaultnola.com and check it out for yourself. That'd be a great Christmas gift to take your mom or somebody for brunch out at the Vault Nola. Plus, and I'll say this because I mean it, we keeping it in our family, in our neighborhood, in our culture, because Barry's a good friend. He's a good friend, and he's a good man, very, very good man. Him, his son, his wife, everybody, very nice, and they believe in doing it right, first class. It is first class, I will tell you that. When you walk in the door, well, when you drive up and see the building yourself, you're going to be like, dang. But I will tell you, when you go inside, first class. It is first class. So check it out for yourself, all right? And you're keeping it in your own community. Now, let's talk about some of this news. Because a lot of this news is interesting for what happened over the weekend. So over the weekend, there was breaking news that our Public Service Commissioner, Mr. Devontae Lewis, was pulled over by state police and charged with driving while intoxicated. I was like, what? Not Devontae. What? So I started going on all the different websites because they had all of this footage. Yeah, they had footage. And all the TV stations were doing the story. Well, lo and behold, I went on 4 different television stations' websites to see the footage of this. Well, was it a report? Was it body cam footage? Was it somebody with a cell phone standing on the side of the road? What was it? But each one of the television stations had a section on their website with breaking news. And we got footage. You know how you're supposed to click on the play thing in the play? Well, guess what, y'all? Not one station had the information on their website. No footage, just the story. And I was like, what? From WAFB in Baton Rouge? No footage. They had a written story. It says, Devontae Lewis, an elected member of the Louisiana Public Service Commission, issued a public statement Monday responding to a DWI summons issued over the weekend. According to Louisiana State Police, Lewis was stopped Saturday, December 20th, for driving without headlights. Troopers said Lewis was issued a summons for first offense driving while intoxicated and headlights required. Because the charge was a misdemeanor DWI first offense, Lewis was not booked into the West Baton Rouge Parish Jail, and no mugshot is available. State Police said West Baton Rouge Parish does not accept bookings for misdemeanor first offense DWI cases. So, he released the following statement responding to the arrest. Said, this weekend I was stopped by law enforcement for a headlight-related issue. I cooperated fully, and the situation was resolved promptly. While I was ultimately issued a DWI summons, I will be working with lawyers to contest the charge. Out of respect for the process and those involved, I will defer to them for further comment on this matter at this time. I have great respect for the men and women who serve our community in law enforcement, and I believe everyone, myself included, is accountable to the law. I appreciate the professionalism shown during the encounter. I also take my responsibilities to the press and the public seriously. I understand the gravity of the situation while our community's concerned. As I always have, I plan to remain accountable through both my words and my actions, not just through my words. My hope is that our focus remains on the consistent good work we have accomplished at advocating for Louisiana citizens. So, you pulled over the state police pulled over a public official, which is the Public Service Commissioner, and accused him of driving under the influence. But it was actually a case of driving with no headlights. Now, my question is, and has been, have you ever heard of anybody that got pulled over for DWI and they didn't get arrested?
Not a never.
I ain't never heard of that before.
No.
But you were charged with the first offense DWI, and you're just given a summons.
Every time I've heard about DWI,
they arrest you and put you in jail.
Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
I have never heard of giving somebody a summons for DWI, first or second or third offense. I don't care what it is. Because you were driving with your lights off?
No, not a never.
Don't sound right. And they call it a first offense. Now, I was trying to call a couple of my lawyer friends that know how to do this DWI stuff and wanted to know, was that a case that he's ever heard of? And he was like, look, I'm out of town, but I ain't never heard of that before. I'm like, what? You a lawyer? You ain't never heard of it? He said it could be, but I don't know what the statute would be. I was like, oh. Because if I'm drunk driving, ain't it your responsibility, whether it's your first offense, second offense, third offense, whatever. If I'm drunk driving, ain't it your offense to put me under, I'm going to jail.
It's your obligation to go to jail. Something fishy here, bro.
Huh?
Something's really fishy.
Something don't sound right. Anybody else heard? I know some folks listening, but anybody else heard of that? 504-582-9422. I've never heard of it before.
I know people have gone to jail for less.
Well, first of all, I'm trying to figure out, because the story to me is very vague. So the first thing I am, if you're gonna charge me with DWI, did you give me a breathalyzer?
That right there, if he didn't give you a breathalyzer, that makes everything null and void.
So was it that I was drunk driving, or was I impaired driving, meaning I could have been smoking some weed or something else?
Or maybe DWB?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because now the commissioner is putting out there that he wants an account of how many black folks in the state of Louisiana get stopped and charged with this misdemeanor. And how many of them get charged more so than white people? When you live in a state,
we know the answer to that.
Yeah, when you live in a state that has more, I mean, hell, you got to think of something. We have drive-through daiquiri shops, so you can imagine how many people gonna get drunk driving charges. So I called Devontae's office. Of course, I had to go through the rigmarole. And I don't blame him for not saying anything to the press. But his lady that handles all of his press and everything sent me a statement. Jamie Braun sent me this. She said, this came from the commissioner himself. Said, this weekend I was stopped by law enforcement for a headlight-related issue. I cooperated fully, and the situation was resolved promptly. While I was ultimately issued a DWI summons, I will be working with lawyers to contest the charge. Out of respect for the process and those involved, I will defer to them for further comment on this matter at this time. I have great respect for the men and women who serve our community in law enforcement, and I believe everyone, myself included, is accountable to the law. I appreciate the professionalism shown during the encounter. I also take my responsibilities to the press and the public seriously. I understand the gravity of the situation. While my community is concerned, as I always have, I plan to remain accountable through both my words and my actions, not just through my words. My hope is that our focus remains on the consistent good work we have accomplished advocating for Louisiana citizens. That comes from Commissioner Devontae Lewis. So help me out with this, somebody. Now, we need to understand something. He wasn't charged with driving drunk. He was charged with driving while impaired. But the television station, which one is this? Fox 8, has on its website that state police charge elected leader for driving while intoxicated. If you intoxicated, don't that mean you drunk?
Yup.
So he was given a summons for driving intoxicated. I've never heard of that.
So basically, you were drunk driving.
So if you were given a summons, the summons is basically for you to show up in court. So did you give me a field sobriety test? Did you do a breathalyzer? Because none of that is explained. And did you make me walk the line while I'm standing out there? If you did, I want to know all of that. None of that is being talked about. Third thing is, if you charge me with this, I thought the obligation of the police then at that time is to make sure that I'm not above the limit. And if I am, you are supposed to put me under arrest and take me in. Put the handcuffs on. But you stopped me for my lights not being on. What time of the day was that? See, none of this is telling me. If I didn't have my lights on, was it dark outside? Was it raining outside? Was it cloudy? Because, in some states, by law, you have to have your windshield. If your windshield wipers are on, you have to turn your lights on.
Yep, and we are one of those states.
We are one of those states, yep. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean put on your hazard lights. It means put on your regular headlights.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know that's against the law.
Yeah, to drive with your hazards on.
With your hazards.
And they do that a lot when it's raining very hard.
It could drizzle here, and they put the hazards on.
Yeah, put the hazard lights on driving. That's for an emergency on side of the road. But driving with your hazard lights on, especially if it's not an emergency, is against the law.
Yeah, because a car can actually be stopped, and you thinking that it's moving with the hazard lights on, and bam. You already know how I feel about that.
I know how you feel about a lot of stuff.
Because I let you know.
Absolutely.
And you know I'm about to let you know.
Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about this.
And you know I'm about to let you know. Mm-hmm. It's that time.
It's time to take a break.
Yup.
All right, y'all, we'll take a break here. There's a lot of unanswered stuff with this story. What y'all think? 504-582-9422. I'm not taking up for it. If he's wrong, he's wrong. But I'm like, wait a minute. A summons for a DWI? Was he drunk? Did he take the field sobriety test? 504-582-9422. More coming up, y'all. Everybody hold tight.
I'm Leo Jackson, host of Sunday Gospel here every Sunday morning, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 12 o'clock till 2 p.m. You don't want to miss this move of God. It happens only on WBOK. You listen to all day long.
Are you passionate about community safety and police accountability? Tune in to The Monitor's Mic, where we talk about oversight, policing, and you. Hosted by the Office of Independent Police Monitor. We're here to shine a light on policing issues that matter, from real-time policing updates to in-depth interviews. Get the facts and stay informed. We're breaking down complex issues, highlighting community voices, and holding people behind the badge accountable. Join us for an informative hour every Friday at noon on WBOK. Your city, your police, your show. The Monitor's Mic.
Meet Leanna, a part-time chef and full-time mom. In the past, Leanna didn't have health insurance because she didn't think she could afford it. What she didn't realize is she qualified for Medicaid. She loves the coverage and peace of mind that comes with high-quality care. The kind of care you get with Healthy Blue. This is Medicaid, and it's for more people than you think. Maybe even you. To see if you qualify, go to myhealthybluela.com.
This is The Law and Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton.
When it comes to family planning, should you go with a will or a trust?
A will is like leaving instructions to the court. It tells them who gets what, but your family still has to go through a succession, which can be costly and time-consuming.
A trust, on the other hand, avoids court altogether. So when the time comes, everything transfers smoothly to your loved ones.
It's a little more work up front, but way less hassle and expense later. Plan smart, save time, and take care of your family.
This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
A careless driver can change your life in an instant. Do you know what to do or who to call? If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident and do not have an attorney, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free consultation. We can answer all of your questions and estimate the potential value of your case. Call Auto Accident Help Desk and connect with an expert personal injury attorney.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Don't worry how to handle your medical bills, lost wages, and pain. We will get you the money you deserve.
They got me way more than the insurance company offered.
The consultation is free, and you do not pay any legal fees unless we win or settle your case. Make the smart call. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free legal consultation.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
My name is Caleb Henry.
And I'm Eli Henry.
On behalf of the Henry family and Equity Media, we want to wish everyone a happy holiday.
If someone asks,
Yeah!
let them know you listen to WBOK. Here we go! The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. Gerard Stevens with you. It is Monday. Have you done your Christmas shopping yet? I told everybody I got the perfect gift that I'm giving. I'm giving perfect gifts out this year. It's going to be that gift that gives back. Everybody that I owe a gift to is getting a gift.
You giving them some oxygen?
No, better than that. Everybody getting handshakes and hugs. And I'm very choosy on which one you going to get. You getting handshakes and hugs. And the best for the new year. Hallelujah. Mm-hmm.
Talk about cheap.
Huh?
Talk about cheap.
That's priceless. That is priceless. Handshakes and hugs. Mm-hmm. Everybody looking like, what? I'm like, yep. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing for that. What you say, Pop Joes? Where you been?
G-Man, I'm not the sharpest knife in a drawer. This is not a repeat, is it?
Now, how could I talk to you if it's a repeat?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I hear you and your man, Wick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, look like your two co-hosts supposed to be out of town or something, huh?
Oh, I'm going. I'm going. Probably.
You going?
I got to go see my folks for Christmas.
You going to North Carolina?
Yeah, I'm going. I'm getting up out of here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got to go.
Yeah, I know you usually don't be missing all them too many of them holidays.
I'm going. I'm gonna leave out of here probably. My daughter's gonna spend Christmas morning with her. New Year's Day with her. Not New Year's Day. Christmas Eve with her mother and her family, and then Christmas Day we're going up to see my folks.
How long you gonna be gone, G-Man?
Gonna be gone. We're gonna be up out of here. Why, you don't want me to leave? You want me to do the show?
Well,
ain't that something? That's your friends. Mm-hmm. Don't want me to take a day off. I need a break.
You gonna leave your boy here, though, huh?
Who that?
Wick.
He can handle the show by himself.
Huh?
He can.
I know he.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him.
He hip.
I'm gonna tell him to go ahead on and do the show.
Oh, you gonna let him do the?
Yeah,
all right.
And then you can come in here and co-host with him.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, he be in trouble there. Yes, indeed, Wick.
Yeah, we're gonna take a couple of days.
Wick wouldn't have no problem, boy. He could. Wick is a wham damn dude.
Hey, Wick. Pop Jones is telling me that Pop Jones said you should do the show while I'm gone, and he'll come in here and co-host with you.
Uh-huh.
No.
So how you going? When you gonna see your mama?
When I'm gonna see my mama?
Oh.
Yeah, Miss Roberta.
I saw Miss Roberta yesterday because you know my mama
Oh,
passed.
I want to hear that answer so bad.
I wasn't gonna do him like that. Yeah, my mama been gone. She been gone since 2014. But I saw Miss Roberta over the weekend.
yeah. You know what I was talking about.
I saw her over the weekend. I saw her yesterday.
Oh, you saw her already.
Spent all day with her yesterday.
That's what you call her.
Yep, that's like my mama.
When I first started seeing you and your daughter, your baby. That's where I used to see at all the time.
Oh, by her?
By Roberta.
Yep, that's my honey bunch. And what's funny is, I be telling everybody, you know, that's like my mama. Miss Roberta like my mama.
Yeah, right.
And then they be asking her, "Is that your husband?" I said, "Miss Roberta, what you tell her?" She just started laughing. I said,
that's what they be asking you, is you her husband?
Yeah, because you know you always see us together.
Yeah, okay.
I try to go get Miss Roberta at least. If I ain't going to pick her up to take her to go get something to eat, I spend some time with her, and I try to a lot. Meaning, like at least on the weekends, at least once a week.
Okay, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't really miss your people until they're gone. I don't want to be missing them when she's gone.
Tell me about it.
So I try to spend a lot of time with her and just make sure she got stuff to do.
Yeah, right. It's good to have close friends like that.
Yep. So what you doing for the Christmas holiday?
Well, more or less, last Thanksgiving I was by my son and his wife and with my daughter-in-law and them and their family, and so I don't plan to do too much. I think our lady gonna do a little cooking, do me some turkey wings and stuff like that. And I don't think I'm gonna move around too much.
You not gonna cook nothing?
Me?
Yeah.
Man, I can't boil water, man.
Yes, indeed.
What about Wick? What Wick gonna do?
I'm on vacation.
You ain't gonna do nothing?
I'm not doing a thing.
Nothing?
I'm gonna do some stuff around the house. Finish working on my studio.
You ain't cooking nothing?
They cooked the
No,
gumbo.
not they. You.
No.
Nope. You ain't cooking nothing?
I ain't cooking nothing.
Give Donna a
I
break,
did the cooking
man.
for Thanksgiving. I ain't cooking nothing no more.
Yeah, give her a break.
Nah, they like doing that. I'm letting them handle that.
Oh, okay.
You already cooked the gumbo.
Yes, indeed.
Gumbo is ready.
Now, my daughter and I, we going up to North Carolina. We're gonna spend a couple of days up there. I need to see my sister. And
What about your oldest daughter?
she went to Kentucky, so she's in Kentucky.
She in Kentucky?
Yeah, I'm gonna see her for the New Year.
Oh, okay. I thought she was in Georgia.
Mm-hmm. She is in Georgia. She lives in Georgia. She gone to Kentucky now.
But she going to Kentucky for
she gone already.
for Christmas.
She's gone already. So
all right now.
Yep. So
well, you got it all together, and you.
Oh yeah, we gotta. Shoot. I gotta tell you something, boy. They talking about all the deals and traveling and all that shit. I went on a couple of websites for these airlines.
Yeah. Oh man.
Ooh, wee, boy. They making a
killing. I wouldn't want to be flying, man.
They making a killing.
Yeah.
Especially coming back home.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that coming to New Orleans around, the end of the month is going to be, that's where they're going to make a lot of money, because you got to remember a lot of folks are coming in the weekend, because the next couple of days, everybody going to be coming into New Orleans anyway for the Sugar Bowl.
Oh, okay. Tulane and
no, for because Tulane didn't win. It's
Georgia and Ole Miss.
And Ole Miss. Yep.
Oh, Georgia and Ole Miss.
Yep.
Oh,
Tulane
okay.
didn't win. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying that derogatory. I think Tulane did a good job, but Ole Miss won that.
Tulane coach.
Huh?
the coach for Tulane, he lost his job, right?
No, he left his job to go to Florida Gators.
Oh, he left. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He
Well,
resigned.
when you good, you can always get a job.
Oh yeah, they be looking for these coaches these days. Everybody want to win. Everybody want to win.
That's right. That's exactly.
And proud of
Yes,
proud of them boys from Tulane though, because they got further this year than they've ever been.
And they ever been, yeah, they really, yeah. Tulane was always look like falling below and stuff, but look like
But they got into the playoffs and had gotten further than they've ever been. So we have to congratulate them for what they accomplished, and they won their conference. So they did a good job.
That's.
So look, let me get ready
to
get this stuff together for the news, because the news coming up, and I need to get into this report about
All
this.
right, G, have a good one. You at
Happy
work.
holidays to you and the missus.
Yeah, thank you very much, and same to you and your family.
We'll be here. Look, listen tomorrow, because I'm bringing in Troy Sawyer and the girls from Girls Play Trumpet 2. They coming in to play for us on tomorrow, so be listening tomorrow.
Oh, you gonna be okay? You'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow.
I look forward to that.
All righty, my friend. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, all right.
All righty, bye-bye.
All right, Wick. Have a good one.
You too, Pops.
All right, y'all. News is next.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Misty Jordan with BIN News Now. President Trump is doubling down on his comments, blaming the deaths of Hollywood director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle on, quote, Trump derangement syndrome.
I think he hurt himself in career-wise. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all in any way, shape, or form. I thought he was very bad for our country.
Trump said Reiner was, quote, known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump. Police in Miami are investigating after a woman was found dead inside of a freezer at a Dollar Tree store. An employee made the discovery Sunday. The victim is a 32-year-old physician and mother of two. It's believed she walked into the freezer Saturday before the store closed. And Merriam-Webster is selecting slop as its 2025 Word of the Year. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
Decision on whether to close the Leah chain.
Come to you.
Come to me.
Come to you.
Come to me.
Come hither. Nah, let's take that.
Let's take that back.
Let's redact that last one.
What's going on, good people? It is Monday, 5 o'clock. A lot of folks are getting off. A lot of folks didn't even go to work today. They took the whole week. You know what I was surprised about? When I came over here. Because, usually I had to drive around the building at least 5 times and wait for somebody to move to get a part.
Man, you could have run a whole herd of elephants through here.
We could have ran 3 cars in a line down the street and wouldn't have hit nothing.
We could have done a convoy.
Could have done what?
We could have done a convoy.
I was sitting there going like, where's everybody? They out of school, huh?
They out.
Yes, indeed. So I was glad to see that part. But the other part of it is holding down more than one job, which I do. A lot of folks don't know that when I come over here in the afternoon, I'm just leaving my job.
You don't see his face like I do when he gets here.
Yeah, but I be just leaving my job.
Dragging.
Huh?
You be dragging.
I be tired, man. I work all day up until I come over here. So coming over here after I leave my job, I'm already clogged in the brain. So that's why I sit here and have a brain fart every now and then. So I'm just leaving one job to come over here to do this one.
That's the excuse?
Huh?
That's the excuse?
The brain fart or
Yeah. That's the excuse?
I ain't talking to you no more. I'm talking to Galloway.
What's going on, Brother G, man?
Oh, man, I'm just trying to hang in here and keep it between the ditches. That's all.
I hear you, man. Ain't nothing hot but them beans on that pot. Happy Mountain Day, man. Red beans and rice Monday to y'all.
Well, you know what they say, the beans is hot on the pot that make you do what? Fight.
Fight.
I was really biting my tongue on that one.
That's what it make you do. What's happening with you?
I know it. Oh, man, I'm sitting there listening to your conversation, and I tried to call Fox 8 myself for them putting out that, I do not like fake news.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big difference between DUI and DWI.
Right.
Now, according to Louisiana Code, Criminal Procedure Article 211, you can issue a summons. But it's a lot of stuff that's missing out of there. Are you really going to issue someone a summons, and was he allowed to drive off?
Right. If he was DWI.
If he was driving while intoxicated or driving under the influence? And just because you have a summons, that's just meaning that you can go about your way because there's no reason to routinely book you.
Right.
So it's a lot that's just not in there. Because if I'm charging you, if my end goal is to charge you with a DUI, there's no way I'm going to give you your keys back and say drive off. Just make sure you come.
Thank you. Because I know I ain't crazy because I was looking for it. So I went through all the different websites from all the different television stations. And then I looked at Fox 8, and on their sidebar in the latest news, it says state police charge elected leader for driving while intoxicated. So my question was, how did they know that he was intoxicated if they just pulled you over for something wrong with your lights? Did you give him a field sobriety test? Was there a smell of alcohol? There's none of that. So if I'm giving you a summons, that means I'm writing that right there on the spot, right?
Yes.
And I didn't hear where they towed his car. I didn't hear where they put him in the back of the vehicle. He was like, I'm just going with this. But you pulled me over for my lights being off. What happened between the time that you wrote that summons to the time you stopped me?
Exactly. Because there's three things when it comes to DUI. The smell of alcohol, the field sobriety test, and the blood test.
Yep.
If that cop didn't administer either one of those, good luck convincing the judge that I charged this man with DWI and DUI, and I let him drive home.
Mm-hmm.
unless somebody ain't telling us the whole story. But, of course, they hung up the phone on me. That's all right, though. But, hey.
They hung the phone up on you, bro?
Yeah, man. Look, I believe them folks know who I am now. WDSU, WGNO, WWL, Fox, they all hang the phone up on me.
Yes, indeed.
I think they don't like it. They don't like me because I say not so much good things about y'all incoming administration. Oh, and speaking of your administration, now riddle me this. What other grown man calls another man Captain America and the other grown man Thor?
Well, we got one that's probably sitting out there in City Hall.
Bingo. Hey, boy, hey. Have a good week, G.
I ain't even talking to you no more. Did you hear? What?
Galloway, you did that a little too good.
He did that perfect. Tell you about how. Oh. Yes, indeed.
A little too well, my brother. A little too well.
Well, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Galloway do that too well, huh? So I'm confused about this. But I'm hoping that Mr. Lewis will come on the station and tell us. Because I need to know exactly what this, because I'm confused. I really am. I am very confused. All right, let me get to the next story. Last week we had a conversation about the closing or the announcement that they are probably going to close the Leah Chase School. The Orleans Parish School Board was making a decision on whether they were not or whether they were going to close the first school that is direct run in Orleans Parish, the Leah Chase School. What I don't think that they were prepared for was the pushback that they were going to get from the community, because they held a community meeting and it was standing room only. They held one at the school last week, and then they also held one at the Orleans Parish School Board on Thursday, this past Thursday. There are several different things that don't float my boat from this supposed school closing. And it sounded like to me they were trying to find everything that was wrong about the school to do a closing. First, this is the first one didn't float my boat, was to say that this school was opened and there was no plan for it. And I said to myself, how do you open a school, whether it is anybody's school, whether it is a direct run school or whether it is through a charter system? How do you open a school and there's no plan for it? There had to be a plan for it. You can't tell me the school didn't have a plan. How did you get the teachers? You can't tell me you didn't have a plan because how did you get to school? Can't tell me you didn't have a plan because how did you put money toward it? And you're telling me you're running a deficit over the school. The school, this one school is running a deficit. What? Yeah. This one school has you running a deficit. How can this one school have you running a deficit and it hasn't been open 12 months yet? Second of all, you then tell me how bad it is. Or should I say third of all, you're telling me how bad it is because the state classified it as a D school. When you go through the number of schools that have a D rating in the Orleans Parish Charter School system, they have had these D ratings for years. Years. And then how do you have a D rating when the school itself hasn't been open but 11 months? Fourth thing, before you get into how bad the school is, listen to the parents. They are telling you how much better their kids are doing because of the care that these teachers are putting and the effort that they're putting into it. That would be good enough for me. Fifth, you're telling me that this school has a bad rating, but yet you all haven't let it stay open long enough to really get an assessment of what it's doing. See, these bad schools that have been open for 5, 6, 7 years and hasn't got out of a D rating, you all are letting them just continue to flourish in badness. But you would give these schools that have bad ratings at least a 3-year observation period. This one hasn't been open for a year yet. And then you're going to use Leah Chase's name? You should have known that the Chase family of anybody was not going to let y'all stand for that and say it's a failing school. Let's take a listen. The Orleans Parish School Board made a decision. Well, they made a decision to delay their decision because I don't think they were prepared for the number of folks that were going to show up at the school board to protest this closing. Go ahead.
The Parish School Board delays a decision on whether to close the Leah Chase School on Carrollton.
As Gabby Killett reports, parents and teachers showed up in droves at tonight's meeting to fight to keep the school open.
Please keep my school open to succeed the dream of other kids and families.
Emotions run high at a Thursday night school board meeting as families and teachers fight for New Orleans' only district-run school to stay open.
Envision the beauty that this school could be. It's on you. Put it in your hearts. You can do this. You can direct run a school.
School board members decided to delay a decision to possibly close the Leah Chase School on Carrollton, which they say is pushing the public school system into a budget deficit. School board member Carlos Luis Cervagon broke down what the board's options are.
First option is to operate it as is, which requires a budget deficit, which we must find a way to solve. A second option is to expand its arts and curriculum enrichment offerings, which is a larger deficit, which again we'd have to find a way to solve. The third option on the table is to wind the program down and end it at the end of this year, after this school year.
Chris Edmonds says his son, who is disabled, is thriving at Leah Chase, and that the school's closure would have serious consequences for his and other families.
We love this school, and we've finally found a place that our child really fits in and is thriving, and it's just devastating that the rug is sort of being pulled out from under us without really giving us any adequate explanation or opportunity to get things going. We're talking about a population of children who are have home instability, and now you're creating school instability for those kids. That's unacceptable.
Leah Chase's grandson, Edgar Duke Chase, said at the meeting that the Leah Chase School stands for his grandmother's values.
Kids that attend this school, they walk with confidence. They are learning. They are getting educated. They are meeting this world and community with determination.
He says he hopes it continues as a light in the community.
Well, the school board says it will make a decision on Leah Chase School no later than January 9th, despite an offer from the Edmonds family of $1.5 million to keep the school in operation. The school board still didn't make that decision tonight, leaving families visibly upset about their children's futures. Meg.
If she would have been.
All right, there you go. Thank you to Fox 8 for letting us use their audio. They just don't know. I'm gonna call Mr. Chase. I am. I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna call him. I was trying to be nice. Then the other part of this, one of the parents of one of the children has made it a point that his folks got money. And she was like, his grandma, I think it was his grandmama or his aunt or somebody said, they keep the school open, I give them $1 million. That's called putting your money where your mouth is. Now, if she's going to give them a donation of $1 million, somebody needs to tell her. And I'll be the first one to tell you, because I know how bull crap happens. Somebody needs to make sure that they tell this man who said, my aunt or my relative will give y'all $1 million. You need to put that in specifics to make sure that before you write that check to the Orleans Parish School System, you need to make sure that that money is by some way in law form designated to the Leah Chase School only. They can't put that in their general fund and use it for nothing else. Only for Leah Chase School. That is an in-kind donation that can only go toward the Leah Chase School. Don't let that go nowhere else. Don't let that go into nobody's general fund. It will be finding the black hole. And they'll use it for whatever they want to. Then the next thing you know, they'll be like, well, we don't have no more money. We used it all. What you use it for? Operating costs. Operating costs for who? Don't do it. See, what they don't know is I'm going to call Mr. Chase. I watch that show on Saturday mornings with him and his family members doing that cooking show. I watch the show. I love the Chase family, and they treat me very nice every time I go over to Dookie. I'm not there a whole bunch, but when I'm there, they treat me very nicely. And I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't think that this one school should be bankrupting or putting us in a bad situation. I just don't. And I'm going to tell you like this. A new school year is coming up. Chris Edmonds, that's his name. Chris Edmonds is the young man whose family member said, I give you $1 million. But I'm going to tell you something else. If y'all really want to hold them, if y'all really want to make them mad, if you really want to put something out there, you should let them know that if you all try to close this only direct run school, you are taking away, number one, diversity. Then second of all, everybody at the Leah Chase School for all 750 of these kids should be out there protesting. And then the other thing you need to do is let them know that you'll be one of the main members trying to make sure that they don't vote for your increase of monies coming in through your millage. Oops. Oops. Y'all forget y'all got a millage. And it comes from the people here. Y'all gonna roll forward your millage? I'll be the first one out there saying, nope, don't roll it forward. Don't roll forward the millage. Find you all some good folks that can run for school board and replace them fools. How the hell can one school bankrupt or put y'all in a bad deficit? One school? How many schools the Orleans Parish School Board operate and operate? Hmm. $67. That's how many it is. 67 schools. And one school is putting you all in a deficit. And only one direct run school is going to put the Orleans Parish School Board in a deficit. That sound right to y'all? Y'all got 67 schools under a charter system. And one direct run school is making y'all say, Lord Jesus, we got to close that school. But you say to me that the school's supposed to have 700 kids in it, and right now it got 350 after the first year. So has anybody thought about something? Let me, y'all done got me all upset again. Let me ask a question. When this school opened, how many of you all had already gone on the one app system and said, oh, I'm going to put my kids in this one app program? That's number one. Number two, was Leah Chase School on the one app system when it was time for you all to enroll the kids? Hello, somebody? Is this thing on? Can y'all hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? So the school holds 700. But you got half of those kids in the school. Parents ain't trying to damn go through this experiment again and putting their kids in there. They want to see what's going to happen first. You should see that there should be some increases in the enrollment for next year. Maybe it's me. You need to take another break? No, not yet. I'm going to come
You haven't
back.
finished ranting yet?
No, I'm going to come back with some more. I got to rant.
You going to come back with some more rant?
Yep. I'm going to come back with some more rant. We'll take the break here, y'all. We'll come back.
We're going to run out back and grab you a new soapbox.
I got no here.
I forgot you got a Coca-Cola crate.
I got some tape and stuff on it. That's right. More coming up, folks. Everybody hold tight.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityWealthManagement.com. Earn Your Leisure is a financial literacy platform that wants more people from more backgrounds to learn how to invest. They host events throughout the year, including their annual Invest Fest. Speaking to Bloomberg, Earn Your Leisure co-founder Rashad Bilal says one space he's trying to get more people interested in is investing in Africa.
The continent has immense resources. Obviously, everybody knows that. The youngest population. So I think that there's a lot of enthusiasm right now about Africa. There's a lot of success stories that's happening in Africa right now. So I think that that's something that our audience has been very enthusiastic about.
Earn Your Leisure co-founder Rashad Bilal. Bloomberg recently hosted the Africa Business Summit in Johannesburg to discuss some of the top issues and opportunities in the continent. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
On the golf tee, it's Skechers World Champions Cup. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. It's PGA Champions Tour golfers from all over the world. Team USA versus Team Europe versus Team International. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. The competition will be tense, but feet will be comfy. Tune in to Skechers World Champions Cup. Final round of golf on Sunday, December 7th on ABC, 1 to 5 p.m.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
As this year comes to a close, I want to end on a note of confidence. Confidence in our country, confidence in our people, and confidence in the democratic ideals that have guided us for nearly 2.5 centuries. There are voices today predicting the collapse of democracy, warning that authoritarianism is inevitable, and suggesting that the American experiment is nearing its end. I am not among them. I have listened carefully to the mood of the country in conversations, in communities, and across generations, and I find that the majority of Americans remain deeply committed to the ideals established by our forefathers in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Those who fear that the greatest social experiment in the history of mankind is on the brink of dissolution may not be students of our history. This nation has endured some of humanity's darkest chapters and survived them. Not because we were perfect, but because we were persistent. We began with the near destruction of Native American nations. We endured the moral stain of slavery, followed by a brutal civil war that tested whether this union could survive at all. We lived through the cruelty of Jim Crow, the exclusion and demonization of immigrants, the systematic suppression of women's voices, and the ongoing struggle for equal access to the ballot for communities of color. These injustices were not anomalies. They were defining tests, and at each turning point, progress was pushed forward by ordinary people who refused to surrender the promise of freedom and justice for all. Progress did not arrive quickly, quietly, or without sacrifice. but it arrived because the majority of Americans ultimately chose principle over fear and inclusion over division. That is the enduring strength of this nation. Not blind optimism, but hard-earned resilience. Not perfection, but a shared belief that we can and must do better. Democracy has always been noisy, contentious, and fragile, yet it has proven remarkably durable because it is sustained by citizens who understand that its survival depends on their participation, vigilance, and courage. So as we look to the future, I remain hopeful, not because the challenges before us are small, but because our capacity to confront them has been proven time and again. We are held together by the quiet decency of millions who still believe in the rule of law, the dignity of every human being, and the promise of equal justice under that law. And as we continue this unfinished journey, we would do well to remember the words written by theologian Theodore Parker and made popular by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. This is Norman Robinson, off the top.
To a darkened, sinful world comes redemption. Oh, what a gift of salvation. When Jesus returns, will he find faithers on earth? For the answer to this mind-boggling question, tune into FIJTC, Faithers in the Jesus Christ, every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. on WBOK. Follow us on Facebook at FIJTC Write-Ups and on Instagram at FIJTC 420s.
Tired of the impersonal, one-size-fit-all style of banking? You deserve a bank that delivers exceptional service and personalized attention to your needs. That's the Home Bank Standard. Since 1908, Home Bank has been a trusted financial partner for businesses and families because we go the extra mile to help you reach your goals. See for yourself why Home Bank is good for business, good for life. Stop by any New Orleans area location or find out more at home24bank.com. Home Bank, member FDIC.
2517 Bayou Road, Chef Sherman Esteem. You talking about great food, great conversations, and definitely great drinks. We sell hookahs and we rent them out. So if you want to have a nice time and smoke your nice hookah, come on down to Nano's Cajun Cuisine and Pastries and have a wonderful time. We will entertain you and we will treat you with happiness and joy. And by the way, on our first and third Saturdays, we always have a block party on Bayou Road. Come and check us out from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Meet Leanna, a part-time chef and full-time mom. In the past, Leanna didn't have health insurance because she didn't think she could afford it. What she didn't realize is she qualified for Medicaid. She loves the coverage and peace of mind that comes with high-quality care. The kind of care you get with Healthy Blue. This is Medicaid, and it's for more people than you think. Maybe even you. To see if you qualify, go to myhealthybluela.com.
Visit DePaul's new Algiers Health Center at 2801 General de Gaulle Drive to receive primary and preventive care for both adults and children. Services also include behavioral health, imaging, and on-site pharmacy, vision, Medicaid enrollment assistance, and more. For appointments, visit DePaulCommunityHealthCenters.org or call 504-207-3060.
This is Cary Grant.
And this is Arnie Filko.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Wishing everyone a happy and healthy new year.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. I was talking before the break about the Leah Chase School and making sure that we understood what's going on here and understanding why we see these parents, teachers, these kids over at the Leah Chase School and the work that they've done for the past 12 months. Look like it's getting ready to go down the drain because of the fact that the school board has made it a point to say we want to shut down the school. So usually when we see these schools getting ready to shut down, do we believe that they're shutting down because they're not holding the standard has been put forth, because if that's the case, there are probably more schools that we can go through that aren't holding the standard that you're saying we should be at. And this school hasn't been open for a whole year yet. So there was an article. I'm going to go back. I'm probably going to get in somebody's business and they're going to go, uh-oh. There was an article that was published by The Lens. And I don't know if you all remember this. This has been a minute. But they interviewed, this goes back to May 19th, 2023. And the superintendent at that time was Avis Williams. Ms. Williams did a phenomenal job in her research and presenting it in this article, because as the superintendent, she bought stats. And these stats made me go, when I heard the Leah Chase School was closing, these stats made me go, See, Ms. Williams brought up something in this article that was highlighted. She was presented general enrollment statistics, but these statistics were presented by race and by school letter grade. The Louisiana Department of Education issues those school letter grades, and that's usually an A through an F format each year. Ms. Williams said, now check this out. Now listen to these stats. 34% of the students in New Orleans A-rated schools are black. Let me say that again. 34% of the students in New Orleans A-rated schools are black. 44% of the students in A-rated schools in New Orleans are white, vastly overrepresenting white students compared to the city's population. Well, how now, brown cow, you say? At F-rated schools, 76% of students are black, and only 7% are white. Now, to me, this don't make you no smarter or dumber, or no, let me take back dumber. This actually means that you're either less fortunate, poor, or this system is very flawed, especially when you start looking at the statistics of New Orleans when we're talking about public schools. And some of these schools make it just as hard or harder for you to get in. See, my thought in school, and this was me. I'm not even talking about anybody else. This was me. I noticed that while I was in school, that being cool didn't make you smart nor dumb. But the cool kids were the ones that were smart. That's who you wanted to hang with. That's who you were trying to be like. The other kids, and I ain't calling them dumb, but the dumb kids, that was totally bad, were the ones that were less fortunate. Poor. You know you're poor when you have to say it twice. They were less fortunate, I'll say that much. But one of the things that I appreciated back in the day was that you wanted to hang with the cool kids, the smart ones, because you wanted to have a come up too. So being a parent, I thought New Orleans was very interesting in the way that it accepted your kids. Huh? I thought New Orleans was very funny how it accepted your kids to go to a public school. See, in some parts of the world, you don't just get to go to a school because you took a test. You got to go to the school because of the district you lived in. It was up to you at that time to make sure your kid was up to par if they're going to go to that school. But I thought that the school systems here was kind of discriminatory because y'all pick and choose who you want to go to that school. And the most discriminatory way, which some of us have yet to get, even though that it's been around for a minute, the most discriminatory way to be able to pick and choose who got into these school systems was the one app system. I don't know why nobody else has gotten that. It's discriminatory. I get to pick and choose who gets into these different schools. You don't think nobody's looking at it? You think it's a lottery system that AI is going to look at? Somebody's looking at your kid's stuff and sending you back a message over an app that you don't know who's looking at it because they don't want to talk to you. Your child is getting left over, picked over, put out to graze in the pasture because they don't want you at that school because your child ain't making the grade. But I thought this was what it was about. I thought it was about helping your child get to the grade that he or she needs to get to by teaching them, not by judging them. But maybe I'm wrong. But I can tell you, out of the years that I've heard more and more people complain about the system, I was not surprised that the Leah Chase School was going to be one of those that's going to hold down the whole system and make it go bankrupt because y'all, we can't afford it. We cannot afford it. You all have 67 schools, and this one elementary school is causing you such heartache that, we just can't afford it. You got to be kidding me. It's a school that's supposed to hold 700 kids, and they only have half. It ain't been open a year yet. Have you checked to see what next year's enrollment's going to be? And then let's take a look at how many other schools are failing in this charter system. How many of them have F&Ds and have done so past the last 3 years? Let's pick on them, and let's have another meeting at the school board system, and then y'all can tell me what you're going to do. How about that? Or better yet, let's call up the Chase family and invite them to the show. And y'all can hear for yourself the whole family speak about, no ma'am, no sir. You're going to use my family, my mother's name, the matriarch of this family. You're going to use her name and tell me that she is not good enough to have her name on a school system, on a building, and y'all going to shut it down? No, ma'am, Pam. No, ma'am, Pam. The Chase family ain't going to stand for that. Y'all are getting ready to have that lady come back here and get in the kitchen and throw some hot grease on you. I know that was terrible. But I'll never forget when Miss Chase was alive. We went over there for lunch. And as she got older, Miss Chase would come out that kitchen and come through the dining room.
and walk up to everybody's table and talk to them. How you like the food, baby? Y'all remember when Barack Obama came here and he went to Dookie Chase to eat, and he went in there and grabbed some hot sauce. And she said, put that hot sauce down. He put that hot sauce down too. And I understood. If you've ever been over to Dookie Chase when Leah Chase walked up to the table, I understood. Because I was over there and I was eating the chicken. The fried chicken. Fried chicken over there is delicious. And I grabbed some hot sauce. Why grab hot sauce from Miss Chase? Which the older that Miss Chase got, because she had gotten older, I thought that she wouldn't be able to, walk through like she did. Because when she first started walking through, she just walked through. Then you noticed she walked through and she had a cane. Well, as she got older, you thought it was going to go away with her walking through. Guess what they were doing? Pushing her in a wheelchair through the dining room. And she come through the dining room with somebody pushing her in a wheelchair.
Well, my family and the Chase family go way back, so they know me quite well. And I used to work for her. This had to be not too long before Katrina. Went over there for lunch, and I made the fatal mistake of forgetting my hat on my head.
Oh.
And I'm standing in line at the buffet, and she recognized me. She didn't say hello to me or nothing because she came up from behind. All I felt was on the back of my neck.
Take that hat.
John, take that hat off. Straight up.
That's about right.
I said, oh, Lord. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Chase.
That's about right.
But she was a great person to work for.
Oh, really?
Oh, man. I was a busboy there in high school. And she used to keep us fed. The waiter station always had a big basket with shrimp and oysters and fish. Man, I mean, she took care of us.
Yeah.
It was tough work, but she took care of us.
Miss Chase would talk to anybody, too. If you came in there and you were, like, shy to talk, you going to talk before you
she's going to make you talk.
Yeah, she's going to make you talk.
Oh, I'll never forget. Had lunch with Public Enemy over there one day.
Well,
just me, Chuck D, my partner Ditto, and Flavor. We're just sitting in that little room eating, chilling, talking, laughing and stuff. And what? He came in and started talking to Flavor. And Flavor being Flavor. He was sitting there mixing his macaroni and cheese up with his collard greens. And she said, hey, but what you doing? He said, I'm mixing it up. I'm making me some collard greenies. And she said, okay, that's nice. And she
just walked off.
Walked off.
Yes, indeed.
She ain't want fool with it.
Yeah. Well, one of our first meetings was over when we were getting everything together for this station over here. And one of our first meetings was at Dookie Chase.
Yeah, but we had that lunch over there.
We had lunch over there.
Oh.
But Wendell and I were standing outside, and it was 96 degrees.
Boy, it was hot as hell that day.
I know. And I was sitting up there like, Wendell, can we go in? Because everybody was walking up to him from out of town and stuff because everybody was coming over to eat at Dookie Chase. And they recognized Wendell. And they were like, can we get an autograph, take pictures and stuff? And I was like, Wendell, can we do that inside? He was like, man, you got to do it out here, man. I'm like, all right, man. So I sweated book shots. I was standing out there waiting for him. But when we got in, they took it straight into the back. Straight to the back. All right, y'all, we got to take our break here. Final break. But this Monday, more coming up, y'all.
AURN News.
I'm Ebony McMorris. As 2025 comes to a close, poll shows Americans are still feeling squeezed by the cost of everyday life, and many don't expect quick relief in the year ahead. Most people say basics like groceries, rent, housing, and healthcare remain hard to afford, with health costs and housing topping the lists. The reality creates a tough road for President Trump heading into 2026. Fewer than 1 in 5 Americans say his policies help them financially this year. And while expectations rise slightly for next year, confidence remains limited. In the public's view, this economy now belongs to Trump, not former President Joe Biden. He also say the president focuses more on upbeat messaging than real price relief. Looking ahead, Americans are watching potential economic disruptors closely, from artificial intelligence and immigration enforcement to healthcare costs. For AURN News, I'm Ebony McMorris.
Hey, this is Steve Poston. Be sure to listen to WBOK 1230 AM every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. and Sunday evening at 5 p.m., bringing you the best Southern Soul barroom music with the Southern Soul Weekend Party Mix, hosted by me, of course. I'll be playing your favorite Southern Soul music by artists from all over the South, right here on WBOK 1230 AM or online at WBOK1230.com. The station you listen to longer. Listen to longer. Listen to longer.
You've got responsibilities, but that doesn't mean your dreams are on hold. At Southern University at New Orleans, our evening and weekend college is designed with your life in mind. Finish your degree, start a new one, on your time, your degree, your schedule. No excuses, just opportunity. Visit suno.edu and make your next move today.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Comparing the cost of will, successions, and trusts.
A will might only be a few $100s, but your family could end up paying more in legal fees.
Trust costs more upfront, but saves time, stress, and potentially thousands.
Think of it as paying a little now to avoid a big bill later. Smart planning means big savings for your family. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
Transform your bathroom with the beautiful quality of Bath Planet. As a trusted leader in bathroom renovation, Bath Planet has earned the Good Housekeeping seal, a symbol of quality and consumer confidence for over 100 years. Get half off installation or 18 months with no interest and no payments. Whether it's tub replacement, a shower replacement, or a tub-to-shower conversion, Bath Planet makes your custom bath fast, easy, and affordable. Here's how it works. 1. Call to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. 2. Our design experts come to you with real samples to customize your dream bath. 3. Our certified installers complete the transformation in as little as 1 day. And right now, for a limited time, you can upgrade your bathroom for 50% off installation or choose 18 months with no interest and no payments. But you need to call now. This special offer is only available by calling 800-981-8177. That's 800-981-8177. Call 800-981-8177 right now before the offer ends.
Hi, I'm Monica Pierre.
And I'm Sally Ann Roberts, and we are the host of your Power is On gospel music show on WBOK Sunday mornings.
Best wishes this time of year. Remember, it's all about faith, family, and food.
Happy holidays, everyone. Enjoy. And remember, your power is on.
Uptown, downtown, wherever you are, keep it locked in to WBOK.
Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks. Ooh, lyrics. Find a few minutes here before we get out of here for Monday. Let me go ahead on and give you all these things too, because I didn't get a chance to say anything about your governor. But your governor is now special envoy, special U.S. envoy to Greenland, the vast semi-autonomous territory of Denmark that Trump has said the U.S. needs to take over. President Trump announced that Governor Landry has been appointed as that special envoy. I don't know about y'all, but let me kind of throw this into the conversation. Is it sounding like we're trying to take over territories and we're so much into taking over these different territories that we're not throwing out the possibility of going to war over some of this? I'm listening to what they're saying about, oh, he's the special envoy to Greenland. But I'm also hearing our people in Greenland
saying that, you know what, we're still going to be here. We are mineral rich, and we're going to stay here. This is not going to be no takeover, and we're not going to allow this, and yada, 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 yada. I'm also hearing that we're not against going to war with Venezuela. I'm like, what are we doing? We're so much in international BS and the possibility of taking over these places that it bothers me to the point where I'm looking around and saying, this man is trying to create a war so he doesn't have to leave from being the president. Is it me? Anybody else hearing this? What up, Jazz Man? The Jazz Man is online there, Wick. Anybody else is hearing this mess? Because what do we keep messing with Venezuela for? We done already took at least 2 of the tanker boats. We're blowing up the other little boats, and we keep hearing of replacing the regime of Venezuela. Now you're messing with the folks in Greenland after they're saying, hey, you're supposed to be one of our allies. And you're bullying your way into a situation where I think that we're just going to try to take them over, saying that we need them to take over their mineral rights. I'm like, what? Something is not going well here. And we need to be very cognizant of what this is. So we need to check this out. The other part of this, I don't know if you know this or not, but the Texas DPS, Department of Public, Safety, the Department of Public Safety Texas trooper that went off during the South Carolina Gamecock game with Texas. He has now, because remember when the South Carolina young man ran into the other area after catching the ball and running in a touchdown, there was a Texas trooper that got involved into this incident with that football player and even pushed him. Well, there is now a criminal complaint that has been filed by this South Carolina football player. He has filed a criminal complaint against the officer on December 12th. That is according to his attorney. According to the Brazos County Attorney's Office, the district attorney is considering whether to move forward with assault charges. Attaway says that he's had to meet with a sports psychologist and has lost sleep over the November 15th incident in which Attaway and wide receiver Nick Harper went into the northeast zone of the stadium after Harper came out and came up lame following a touchdown catch. As both players were exiting and tunneling out of there and headed back to the field, a Texas DPS trooper elbowed him as he was walking up the tunnel and turned and told him, "Get out of here." Harper jawed back at the trooper, but Attaway ushered him away. The game was broadcast on ESPN and quickly went viral, dropping critiques from LeBron James and a host of others. And the trooper was sent home and then later relieved of his game day duties. So good for this young man, Nick Harper. I am glad to see that he's not going to let this go, and he did file charges. So very good there, young man. Very good. Get them all. And then last but not least, so we can call it a day, we'll probably have this conversation on tomorrow because I wanted to see what they were going to come up with today, but I haven't been hearing anything. Nobody seems to be satisfied with the Jeffrey Epstein files that were released by the DOJ. I have been waiting all day to see what they were going to do. It says they're not filed correctly, and they didn't release them correctly. So We're trying to see exactly what the folks are going to do before the end of the day. We'll probably have this conversation, if not tomorrow, at least by Wednesday, to see what's going to happen. Now, tomorrow, you are in for a treat. Our good friend, Mr. Sawyer, is coming in to have some conversation with us. He will bring the ladies from Girls Play Trumpet 2. They're going to come in studio and play with us tomorrow. That didn't sound good, did it? No, it didn't sound right. They're going to play their trumpets on tomorrow, so they'll do that. And we got a special surprise for Mr. Sawyer. We're going to present him with something tomorrow, too. We'll tell you about that tomorrow, so don't miss it. They are going to be here at 4:20 tomorrow. Don't miss it. Tell somebody. I put it already on my Facebook page. Don't miss it. All right? Huh? We'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be good. Have a good evening.